Dear students of Standard 7, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to your class of English for today. Today we will read Unit 9, Lesson 2. Unit 9, Climate Change. Dear students, today we will learn about one of the strongest effects of climate change. Let us first have a look on a picture. Students, can you tell what is it in the picture? Why does it happen? Yes, it is a picture of cyclone. What is a cyclone? Cyclones are wind storms accompanied with heavy rainfall at low pressure areas. They are caused due to a continuous process of rising hot air over the ocean surface. The vacant space at low pressure areas is then occupied by the cool air around, which further heats up and rises. The effects of tropical cyclones include heavy rain, strong wind, large storm surges near landfall, and tornadoes. The destruction from a tropical cyclone, such as a hurricane or tropical storm, depends mainly on its intensity, its size, and its location. Such a cyclone of huge strength occurred in 1970, which was a devastating one. Today, in our lesson, we will learn about it, and we will also know about Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman's responses towards such a disaster and other natural calamities. Dear students, before we start our text lesson, let us try to learn a little about the cyclone which struck the coastal regions of Bangladesh and West Bengal in 1970. The 1970 Bhola cyclone was a devastating tropical cyclone that struck Bangladesh, then East Pakistan, and India's West Bengal on November 11, 1970. The cyclone lasted from November 7 to 13 November 1970. Its wind speed was highest 240 km per hour. The extent of the cyclone's destruction was unparalleled. Fields after fields, miles after miles were destroyed. Corpses, that is, the dead bodies, lay scattered, unburied, and uncovered everywhere. Those who survived this tragedy were worse than dead. Many died of starvation. Our dear Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman criticized the negligence and apathy of human crisis by the Pakistan government that time. He highlighted the negative attitude of Pak government towards the Bhola cyclone in front of the whole world. He went to Bhola on 14 November to stand by the suffering people. Now let us read our text. Bangabandhu's responses to natural calamities. One of the major effects of climate change is extreme degradation of weather. Sometimes devastating tornadoes and cyclones destroy the areas they visit. Devastating means causing great damage or loss. Trees get fallen down, houses are damaged, people and other animals are killed, and crops are damaged. A terrible natural calamity occurred during the lifetime of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. It was the tornado of 1970. As the tornado occurred in and around Bhola, the incident is popularly known as Bhola tornado. Sheikh Mujib's responses towards it were prompt and positive. Prompt means quick to action, and positive here means effective. In November 1970, the tornado hit Bhola, killing around 50,000 people and damaging their houses and belongings. The response by the Pakistan government was slow and inadequate. Inadequate means not enough. Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman visited the affected areas and was shocked to see the destruction and the sufferings of the survivors. Many places in Potuakhali, Bhola and Noakhali became devastated. Corpses were floating in the river and there was not much initiatives from the government that could lessen the sufferings. The people who survived did not have food, clothes, shelter, medicines and drinking water. At that time, Mujib provided relief and other types of support to the suffering people. He asked the Pakistan government to provide adequate relief to the affected people and to take proper measures for burying the dead bodies. The small and big cyclones and other disasters in the 60s made Mujib much aware of steps that needed to be taken to face the natural calamities. When the government of Bangabandhu came to power in 1971, his government drew up. Drew up means to create or to design. His government drew up a plan regarding how to stand by the people before, during and after the calamities. To save and provide support to the people, the newly formed Mujib government set up a Ministry of Disaster Management and Relief in 1972. Through various efforts, the government was able to combat means to fight or to face all the natural calamities successfully. It is the result of the initiatives of the then Mujib government and Bangabandhu's dream that Bangladesh now has 5,500 cyclone shelters, including 1,500 multi-purpose centers, and during recent storms, it was able to use thousands of other public buildings to provide short-term shelter to the coastal people. It is also that despite seas and coastal erosion, mortality has dropped dramatically with a great success. Dear students, now let us have a glimpse on a short video of the Bhola cyclone 1970.
The devastating Bhola cyclone strikes East Pakistan, one of the deadliest cyclones recorded in history. Fatalities total up to almost 500,000.
And we found that there was no response from Pakistan. Western Wing, no assistance came from them. And we were very bitter and dejected about the whole thing.
Thank you, dear students.